What if your flat GIS map could become a real 3D world? In this video, we will use QGIS to transform ordinary elevation and spatial data into stunning 3D terrain maps that look straight out of a game engine. So in this video, you will learn how to create realistic 3D maps in QGIS, and by the end of this tutorial, you will have a professional looking 3D GIS map built entirely with open source tools. So let's get started. As you can see here, I have QGIS up and running, so make sure you also have yours, because this is the software that we are going to use to create 3D maps. So after that, you need to have your shapefile and then the elevation data, which I will recommend that you check out my other videos on how to download the SRTM elevation data. I will leave the link in the description. So for my case here, I'm just going to drag and drop my SRTM file here, which is the Kenya SRTM 30 meters, which is a TIFF file. I'm also going to upload my shapefile, so I'm just going to double click on this, and then this is the shapefile that I'm going to use, which is around this region where there is a mountain. So for your case, you may also need to use this, but there are two ways for you to actually clip out your raster. The first one is that you need to use the shapefile that you want, and the other one is that you can just use the extent of the map and then be able to actually come up with your clipped raster image. So to clip out your raster, the first thing is that you need to go to your raster like this. So click on raster, and then under raster you can see that we have several tools here. We have projections, we have extraction. So if you just hover over extraction, here you can see that they say they have three options. We have the clip raster by extent, clip raster by mask, and then you also have contours. So clip raster by extent means that you are going to just clip based on the extent of this map. So for example, if I just remove this shapefile here, you just need to like kind of zoom in a little bit and then just go to raster and then go to extraction and clip by extent. So this will take the extent of this map as we can see it here in the map canvas. So if I just go back to extraction, clip raster by extent, and I click on that one, so here I'm just going to select the input layer, which is the SRTM file, and then the clip extent is that you need to click on this arrow here to set to current map canvas extent. So if you click on that, you can see they say that calculate from layer, which that means that you need to upload your layer here, or they say calculate from layer map. So this is what you need to choose. So if you just click on this one like this, or you can use map extend canvas. So if you click on that, it's going to take up the extent that we can see here, and that way you already have your extent. So you can just go ahead and click on run, and this is going to run, then the algorithm will clip the raster. So if you click on close, and then you can see that we have our clipped extent here, which is still temporary because we have not exported to save it in our file. So you can still like uncheck this, so uncheck the original one, and here if we just zoom in, you can see that we have our layer extent as this one. So you can go ahead and still use this. So to create your 3D map, you just need to go to the view here, and not view yet, you need to double click on this layer extend, and then under symbology, here is where you are going to change the band rendering, and here you can see that we have the render type as single band gray. You need to change this to something like hillshade. Actually, you need to use hillshade because this is what is going to show as the 3D elevation. So if you click on hillshade, we are just going to leave this as default, but then under layer rendering here, the blending mode is going to be normal. You can see that we have some other options there, but we are just going to play around with normal. Then the brightness, of course, we can change this to around something like 80 or 90, let's say 82, or let's say 80, like this. And then the contrast is supposed to be, you can give something like negative 30. So let's see something like negative 30 like this one, or 33 if you like. Let's say 31. Then the gamma here, I'm just going to play with like 2. You can do 2 or 3 like this, and then you can see here, let me just go back. So if I go back here to symbology, hillshade, if you change this to from gamma 1 to 2, and then by the way we need also to change the sampling here. So zoomed in, we need to change this to bilinear, and then the nearest neighbor, which is zoomed out, we also need to change this to bilinear. So this one and this one should be actually corresponding to each other. Then oversampling says that 2, we are just going to leave this as it is here, but then we also need to check the early sampling. So if you just click on early sampling like this, then you need to click on apply here, and then okay. So you can see that we have our hillshade here, which looks something like this. So this is our final step. Of course, we have created our hillshade, which is a 3D elevation, and now we need to go ahead and create our 3D map. Okay, so here we go to view, just go to view here, and then you need to go to our new 3D map view, click on this one, and then you're just going to enlarge this like this. So if you do this, you can see that we have it here. So if you want to see a 3D map, we need to add the Google satellite to our map canvas. So here and the properties here, you can see that we have the you need to search here. If you don't have this, you need to install the quick map service. Just go to plugins, manage and install plugins here, and then search quick map services, and then it will install. If you don't have, sometimes it may come pre-installed inside your QGIS, and here if you just go to web, you can see that we have quick map services here, and then you can just click on this, and then you will be able to search the NextGIS QMS, and this will add this search bar here. So here is where you're going to search your Google satellite hybrid or Google satellite. So we're just going to use Google satellite because hybrid has some labels which we don't want to see in our 3D elevation map. So just click on Google satellite here after you've searched it, then click on add, and this is going to add the Google satellite here. So for us to visualize this, we need to drag this up so that it becomes on top of our clipped extent here. Then we can go back to our 3D map like this, and then you can see that we have it here. Okay, so if you just try to zoom in like this, you can see that we have it, but we need to also configure some things. So just click on this icon here that says options. If you click on this tool, you can see that we have configure here. So just click on configure like this, and this is going to open up this 3D configuration window. And then we have the first one. The first option is actually general. Just leave this because this one has auto-populated our current map view, which is the extent. And then of course we need to go to terrain. Under terrain, we need to change the type, because right now we have flat terrain, but we want to have our DEM, which is the digital elevation model, as raster. Then it says that an elevation layer must be selected for a DEM terrain, which is okay. So you can see here we have the elevation, which we need to click here and select the clipped extent because that is what we want to use. Then we have the vertical scale. I would like to play around with the two, because the vertical scale means that from the ground, when you look up, you need to see something raised. So just put it as 2, and then leave the rest as default, and then just click on apply and okay. Then you can see that we have our map here. So this is our final step, of course, and we just need now to hold on control. You need to hold on your keyboard the shift key. Just hold on your shift key, and then you need to drag this upwards like this. You need to be checking here. We have the northeast, and then we have the up, and make sure that you are on true north here on your compass. So as you hold and you drag it up like this, you can see that now we have up, and then the N is below that. Then you can just bring this one here like this, and then just make sure that you zoom in. So you use your keyboard to zoom in, or you can click here to like zoom in, and also this icon to zoom out. So you use your mouse, of course. I'm sure you have your mouse, so you need to zoom in just as we normally zoom in QGIS using our mouse wheel. Okay, so here you can see that we have our 3D map like this. If you just zoom out a little bit, and then try to zoom in, you can see that we have our 3D elevation showing this mountain. And if you hold on control and try to swing around, you can see the other side of the mountain. And if you just bring it this way, you can see that you can also be able to see some other small mountains around this bigger mountain like this. Then you can also swing around to see the other regions. Okay, so if you do this, then you'll be able to have created your 3D map. And this is the first option, of course, which I was showing you how to use your extend. If you don't want to use extend, then you can still go ahead and clip this using your layer. Okay, so that is it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.